the vodka. It's time to celebrate. The Melbourne Storm choked. Let's have a drink.
Cheers,
Fuck
Nick.
yeah, boys.
Nick from Australia.
Get over. Yeah. That's totally overpaid wanker. Why the fuck would you go short? You stupid cunt. Yeah! Woo! Cowboys win! Yeah! Yeah! Here we go! Drink water! Holmes! Yeah! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! How are we, lads? We are live! How are we, lads? Righto. Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to another live stream. And tonight's live stream is going to be the Nick from Australia 2022 Super League season predictions. I am absolutely keen for this. The Super League season is 26 days away. We are getting closer and closer to the Super League season starting up, and I am absolutely keen for it to all get underway once again. It's going to be a great season of the Super League. I'm really keen for it. But before I get into tonight's live stream, I want to make sure that you guys, the guys that are watching the live stream right now, the 17 people that are tuned in, make sure you go ahead and like the live stream. Subscribe if you're new around here. And most importantly, guys, turn that notification bell on so you get a notification on your phone when I go live and when I do a new video or whatever it may be. So make sure you guys get onto that. But shout out to the live chat. I'm just trying to read it, catch up with the live chat. There's a lot of people here at the moment that's in the live chat as we speak today. To CJ Moxley, Warriors NRL Fanatics. We've got Pro Enzo Vids in the house. We've got a few people rolling in now. It's looking good, the live chat. I see we got a lot of people rolling in here. Outstanding. Well, it's going to be hard to keep up with the live chat, so I'm just going to try and get to the chat of where we are at right now. But guys, I'll need to put a little quick disclaimer on this. So basically, these are my 2022 Super League predictions. If you don't agree with them, that is absolutely fine. You are more than welcome to disagree, but I am not going to tolerate people that are going to call me an arsehole or that are going to abuse me for my predictions. So just be wary. These are my predictions that I have selected. If I have your team down the bottom or if I have your team missing the finals, too bad. It's my opinion, and you may disagree, which is all fine. But I reckon we should just get straight into it. Let me just have a mouthful of this Coke, and we'll rip in. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the top 12. So we're going to go 1 through to 12, my ladder prediction. We're also going to go my Man of Steel prediction, which is basically the best player of the year. We're going to go with my top try scorer prediction for 2022 for the Super League, the top point scorer prediction, the Challenge Cup final prediction, the Grand Final prediction, and my Super League Team of the Year prediction for 2022. Now, I've got it all on script on my phone right here, so we'll see how we go. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nick from Australia 2022 Super League predictions. Let's start off with the ladder from 1 to 12. Now, in case you guys don't know how the finals work over in the Super League, from what I understand, it is the top 6. So if you make the top 6, you're in the finals. If you don't, you miss out. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to start off with the team I think will come first. And first place I've gone with St. Helens. Second, I've gone with Warrington. Third, I've gone with Catalans. Fourth, I've gone with Leeds. Fifth, I've gone with Hull FC, the Black and Whites. And sixth, rounding up the top 6, I've gone with the Hull Kingston Rovers. That is my top 6. And seventh, I've gone with the Huddersfield Giants. Eighth, I've gone with the Wigan Warriors. Ninth, I've gone with my team, the Salford Red Devils. 10th, I've gone with the Casper Tigers. 11th, I've gone with Wakefield. And 12th, the team that I see getting relegated is Toulouse. So that is my top 12, ladies and gentlemen. That is my top 12 for the Betfred Super League. Now, I will go through it one by one, and I'll explain my reasoning behind each team and why I have them in that position. So we'll start off with St. Helens. Now, St. Helens have won the last 3 premierships over in the Super League. They've won the last 3 grand finals. They are a quality unit. They have depth. They have a defensive mentality. They have a winning mentality. And when you have a look at the St. Helens side compared to the other teams in the Super League, I believe St. Helens have a lot more quality than majority of these other sides. So I do think St. Helens will struggle in periods this year. They may have parts of the year where they are in a bit of a form slump. Teams might be able to work them out here and there, but I think St. Helens will do enough to finish on top once again. They are the elite. They are the team to beat. They've won the last 3 grand finals in a row. They are the benchmark of the competition, and I believe they will finish first once again, and they will be holding up the they'll be holding up the league shield, whatever the fuck it's called. They'll finish first anyway. St. Helens will finish first. They'll be the minor premiers. Now, second spot, I've gone with a team that has a habit of choking in big games all the time. And in second, I've got the Warrington Wolves. Now, the Warrington Wolves, they have gone on a bit of a shopping spree in the off-season. They've picked up Peter Matautia. They've picked up Oliver Holmes. They have a very strong side. When you have a team like Warrington, who have the likes of Gareth Wood up in their side, George Williams, who will now have a full preseason with Warrington, Ben Curry, Oliver Holmes in the back row, Darryl Clark at hooker. So much quality there, Warrington. Ratchford's still there as well. Warrington are going to be hard to beat. Also, they have a new coach as well. The Casper Tigers former head coach, Darryl Powell. He's gone to Warrington. Warrington are in for a big year with that side they got. I mean, with all due respect to the other teams, if you're going to give me the likes of Peter Matautia, Toby King, Gareth Woodard, George Williams, Ben Curry, Oliver Holmes, Darryl Clark, if you're going to put that all in the one team, Warrington are going to be a force in 2022. Whether you like them or you don't like them, they're going to be hard to beat. So I think Warrington will finish second in the 2022 Super League season. In third, I've gone with the Catalan Dragons. Now, Catalans made the grand final last year. They had an exceptional year last year. Obviously, losing James Maloney is a big loss for them, but they gain another quality halfback in Mitchell Pearce. Now, obviously, I watched all the NRL games. I know what I'm talking about here with Mitchell Pearce. For all the guys that are watching this over in England who don't know much about the NRL, Mitchell Pearce is a quality halfback. He's won a premiership with the Roosters. He's won an Origin series. He's a quality player, great leader, great player. Has had a few off-field dramas in the past, but when Mitchell Pearce's head is on and focused, Catalans are only going to improve. You lose Maloney, but you gain Pearce. So it's an upgrade for an upgrade. And I think Mitchell Pearce is going to be a very good signing for the Catalan Dragons. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he goes over there in France. But Catalans, they're going to be hard to beat. I mean, fuck me. Sam Tompkins and Mitchell Pearce in the same team. That's quality right there. That is quality. So I think the Catalan Dragons are in for another great season, and I reckon they'll finish third in the 2022 Super League season. Now let's go on to the fourth place side I've gone with a team that I'm pretty high on for 2022, and that's the Leeds Rhinos. I think Leeds are in for a big year this year. They've also gone shopping. They've gone out and signed Blake Austin and Aiden Caesar as their halves combination. Cruz Leeming, another great player coming through. He was outstanding last year, I thought, for Leeds. Reece Martin's getting better. Matt Pryor's still there. Zane Tenavano is there. Leeds are in for a great season, I believe. And if they get it right, I think they can do some really good things this year, the Leeds Rhinos. So they've got some experience there. They've got also some really good youth as well. I think the halves are going to be their most important aspect to that side. If Austin and Caesar can go back to their Canberra days like they did in 2016 with that Raiders side back then and do something really well, Austin and Caesar back together again, the reunion. They're over there in Leeds. I think Leeds went for an incredible season. So I reckon Leeds will finish 4th on the Super League table for 2022. Now, the 5th place team I've gone with is the Black and Whites, Hull FC. Hull FC did not make the finals last year. They had a lot of injuries. They had a lot of luck go against them. Obviously, a bit disappointing last year, Hull FC, but now they're fit. They're ready to go. Jake Connor looks primed for a big season. Josh Reynolds is back from injury. He's getting fit again. Luke Gale, that's the other question mark. Can Luke Gale stay fit? If he stays fit, they could be anything. And they've got some great guys in the back row there, like Andre Sevilio, Manu Ma'u, Jordan Lane. They got Chris Sarte in the front there with Liggy Sow, Denny Houghton at hooker, another great player there. Josh Griffin coming back from his injury as well in the centres. Carlos Tumavave, again, another gun player. I think the Black and Whites, Hull FC, are going to rise in 2022. I think last year when they had Brett Hodgson there as head coach, it didn't really work out the first year. Hodgson gets another chance to redeem himself. I think the Hull FC, I think the Black and Whites are going to have a big season in 2022, and I believe they are the most improving team for 2022. They will finish 5th, in my opinion. They're in for a big year. I am putting a lot of faith in Hull FC in 2022. They will finish 5th. Now, the final team I've got in my top 6 to make the finals is Hull FC's big rivals, the Red and Whites, the Robins, the Hull Kingston Rovers. I believe they will finish in the finals once again. Hull Kingston Rovers last year overachieved. They did better than what everyone thought they would. Everyone said they were going to come last year. Everyone thought they'd be in the bottom 2, bottom 3. Everyone thought that they would be down the bottom with League and Salford and Wakefield. Hull KR were the complete opposite. The likes of Jordan Abdul really stood up. Guys like Ryan Hall were there as well. Ben Crooks. So many. What's his name? I'm trying to think of 5'8". Lewis was good as well. I think Hull Kingston Rovers are in for a big year in 2022. When you have a look at Hull Kingston Rovers' squad, they have picked up Lachlan Coote. Lachlan Coote is a great addition to this side. Lachlan Coote brings quality. He brings experience. He brings so much to this team. Leaving St. Helens, a team that he's won the last 2 grand finals at, I think Hull KR are in for a really big season. Who was I was talking about before in the halves for Hull Kingston Rovers? Where is it? Mikey Lewis. Mikey Lewis had an incredible year last year. Jordan Abdul's there. Sean Kenny-Dow experience. Lachlan Coote. Brad Takarangi's in a little bit of trouble at the moment, but when he comes back, that'd be good as well. And Kane Linnett in the back row as well, very good. I think the Hull Kingston Rovers are going to make the finals once again. It's hard to trust them because they had one good year, and you don't know if they can back it up, but I think they'll have a great year in 2022. So Hull Kingston Rovers will finish 6th in the 2022 Super League season. Now, that's my top 6. I believe those 6 teams will make the finals. Now, let's go to the 7th place team. Now, I believe the Huddersfield Giants will finish 7th. Now, Huddersfield, for mine, they are a team that could easily make the finals. I think Huddersfield are a team that everyone's overlooking Huddersfield. No one's talking about them. I think, obviously, they've bought a lot of players on the market, and the Huddersfield Giants are a team that I think they're on the up. Ian Watson, the former Salford coach, he knows how to get the best out of his players. We saw it when he was at Salford in 2019, which was a while ago now, but we know what he can do. He got Salford to a Challenge Cup final in 2020 as well. I genuinely believe that the Huddersfield Giants, I think they're in for a big year. I think the likes of where is he? Let me get him up on the phone here. Here we go, Huddersfield. Someone like Will Price, who's getting better. I think he'll be out for a big season as well. Also, picking up a new halves pairing of Tui Lola here And Theo Fudge. Theo Fudge is a great buy for Huddersfield. We'll see how he goes at the Giants. Chris McQueen had a good year last year in the back row. He's got plenty of experience about him as well. Luke Yates, very good. Josh Jones, very good. Chris Hill, more experience there. Also picking up Danny Levi from the Broncos, the Brisbane Broncos, that is. He'd be a great buy for them as well. Ricky Latelli, he's back fit and firing. Jermaine McGilvray. I think Huddersfield Giants are a team that, if you had them in your top 6, I think you would be making a bit of a bold prediction there. But I think they're going to have a really good year in 2022. I think they'll just miss out on the finals. But they're a team that I genuinely believe that they could potentially make the finals. So we'll see how they go in 2022. Now, let's go on to the controversial one of the ladder prediction. In 8th spot, I've gone with the Wigan Warriors. A lot of people are going to be upset about this. Now, Wigan always make top 6. They're always in the top 4 somewhere. We all know Wigan are a quality team. They're a quality club. They know what to do. But, my God, this is the first year in a long time where I look at Wigan and I think they're a bit more vulnerable. Now, they have lost a lot of quality, man. Bevan French, there's a lot of uncertainty on Bevan French. John Bateman had a very average year last year for EastEnders. I thought John Bateman was a bit off his game compared to what we've seen him do in the past. I think losing Jackson Hastings is going to really hurt Wigan. Replacing Jackson Hastings with Cade Cust is a complete downgrade. Cade Cust could barely make the NRL. I don't know how Cade Cust is going to go at Wigan. I think it's going to be a bit of a downfall, to be honest with you. So, obviously, Wigan have picked up a few players from the NRL like Patrick Mago, Cade Cust, Cade Ellis. But with all due respect to Wigan, I think they've lost a bit of quality compared to what they've had in previous years. And I think they're going to have a very average year. So I can't see Wigan making the top 6 this year. I just can't see it. Everyone's going to talk them up, but I think they're in for a really long year. So I believe Wigan will miss the playoffs for the first time in a long time. And it's a bold move from me, but I think Wigan are in for a really long year. So let's go on to the next team in 9th spot, which is my team, the team that I support in the Super League, the Salford Red Devils. Now, Salford have a few issues. This is probably going to be their last year at the AJ Bell Stadium before they move to a different venue, which they're still trying to figure out. Salford have another new coach. They've bought players like Tim Laffey, Brody Croft, Alec Kaloa as well. I think Salford are going to do better than what people expect. But here's the problem with Salford. Having to put all your trust in Brody Croft. Now, Mark Sneed's a great signing. But here's the thing, right? Brody Croft, Mark Sneed, they're both the exact same. They're both halfbacks. There's no running 5'8" there. They're both the same. Who's going to take control of the team? Who's going to run the ball at the line? Who's going to have the running game? Who's the game manager? They're the exact same. Croft and Sneed are the same players. There's no difference between them both. So I don't like the combination of the halfbacks there between Sneed and Croft. It don't work for me. I think Elijah Taylor in the back row at lock Sawyer is actually going to be pretty good. I think Tim Laffey would be okay. See, with Salford, right? Salford have a good backline. The likes of Sargentson, Seo, Watkins, Laffey. Salford's got a very good backline. The forward pack's still got question marks on it. The halfbacks they look good on paper, but like I said before, they're the exact same. I don't see the difference between them. They're the exact same. So I don't know how Salford are going to go this year. What I do know is I think they're going to go better than what people think. I think Salford can surprise a little bit, but I've got them in 9th for me. I don't think they'll be bottom. Everyone's saying they'll come bottom. Trust me, believe me when I tell you this. Salford have a lot more quality than a team like Toulouse. I genuinely believe that. And if anyone out there believes Toulouse are better than Salford, they're off their chops because Toulouse don't have anyone. Salford have recognised players that can win close games. So I don't know how Toulouse are going to finish higher than Salford, according to some people. But I think Salford will go okay and finish 9th. But that's still not a good year for Salford. Salford need to be making playoffs. But 9th is, I guess, it's a little bit of improvement for them. But I think Salford will finish 9th in 2022. Now let's go on to 10th spot, which a team that I think is really going to fall backwards this year, and that's the Casper Tigers. They've lost their head coach and Daryl Powell. They are losing players. I lost Peter Matautia. I worry about the Casper Tigers, man. I really do. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Gareth O'Brien this year and Paul McShane. They're going to have to carry the Casper Tigers. Oh, man. I don't see how this team improves at all. I'm looking at the Casper Tigers team right now, and don't get me wrong, they have some really good things about them. I mean, losing Oliver Holmes is a big loss. Losing Oliver Holmes would hurt as well. So, Castleford, they've got a new head coach. They've lost a few quality players. I don't think Castleford are going to have a good year this year at all. I think they're going to have a mediocre season. And to be honest, I like Castleford. I would like to see them win the Super League in the near future because obviously the premiership drought, that they want to break that eventually. And it'd be good to see them win the comp or something like that very soon, or even a Challenge Cup. But I just can't see Castleford doing anything this year. I think they're going to have a very long season, and I've got them coming 10th. I could be wrong about Castleford. They could make the top 6. I don't know. But I think they're in for a long season this year, so I've got them in 10th spot. I think they're going to really struggle this year, the Casper Tigers. Let's go on to the team I've got coming second last in 11th spot, and that is Wakefield. Now, Wakefield finished off last year very good. I think they won like 5 in a row or something. But here's the thing with Wakefield. Just because they won 5 in a row at the end of last year, it doesn't mean shit now with a new season starting up. Wakefield have done okay in the offseason. They picked up Tom Lineham. Good signing there. I think that's a good pickup for them as well. They've got some other quality players there, like Tom Johnson on the wing. Bill Tupou and Reece Lynn go pretty hard as well. I like Jacob Miller and Mason Leno as a half pairing. I think they can improve a bit. I like Kalebi Tanganawa and David Fafita there as well. I don't mind Gaskell as well. I don't mind Liam Kay, but the problem with Wakefield is its consistency. Winning away from Wakefield is also another concern. They just don't have any consistency whatsoever. Maybe they'll go a lot better this year and they'll improve. Like I reckon Salford will improve a little bit, or someone like Huddersfield. Maybe Wakefield will pull a Huddersfield and go really well. But I think they're going to have a really disappointing season once again. I can't put any trust in Wakefield, and we'll see how they go. But I think they're going to have a long year, and I've got them coming in 11th spot in second last. And the final team I've got, the team I believe that will come last spot and get relegated will be Toulouse, the French team. I don't see where the quality of this team is. I'll have a look at the Toulouse roster, and I'm just having a look at it right now on the screen right here. And I mean, Dominic Peyroux and Jonathan Ford would stand out to me. But outside of that, the quality is going to be tough. They were incredible in the Championship League, but this is the Super League, man. This is going to be very tough for Toulouse. I think Toulouse are going to get relegated. I don't know about Dominic Peyroux and Jonathan Ford. They can do some good things, but outside of those two players, there isn't really anything going for Toulouse. So, although I am looking forward to the Toulouse versus Catalans game, which is going to be fantastic, that's the only game Toulouse will be up for. And if you're Toulouse and you're looking at the Super League and you're going, okay, we're probably going to be shithouse, but we've got to try and avoid relegation. The only teams that I think Toulouse are going to target that they could win, they could potentially beat Wakefield, and they could maybe push Castleford. Outside of that, I don't know anyone that Toulouse are going to beat. They might be in the game for 20 minutes against Catalans, but they'll end up getting blown off the park. So I think Toulouse are going to have a really tough year, 2022, and I believe they will come last on the ladder. So that's my ladder prediction now. Let's get into my Man of Steel prediction. Man of Steel. Now, Man of Steel is always very wide open. It could literally be anyone. I've had a good think about this. Nick from Australia's 2022 Man of Steel prediction. I believe the Man of Steel is going to be the Hull FC fullback from the Black and Whites, Jake Connor. I believe Jake Connor is going to be the Man of Steel. I believe he will be the best player in the 2022 Super League season. I believe if Hull FC are going to go as well as I believe they're going to go and come 5th spot on the ladder, and if Hull FC are going to be able to push any of these big teams, I believe Jake Connor is the man to do it, and I believe the combination between Jake Connor, Josh Reynolds, and Luke Gale is going to work out really well. And Obviously, there's plenty of contenders for Man of Steel. You got guys like Paul McShane, Mitchell Pearce, Sam Tompkins, George Williams, Gareth Widdop, Johnny Lomax. So many guys that could win the Man of Steel. But I am going with Jake Connor. I think Jake Connor is going to have an incredible season, and I genuinely believe that he will win the Man of Steel in 2022. Now, let's go on to my top try scorer prediction. Top try scorer, always a very tough one to pick. Top try scorer, usually it's a winger. I believe it will be a winger in 2022. My prediction for top try scorer in 2022 might be a bit of a boring one for you guys, but my prediction for top try scorer in the Super League, I've gone with the St. Helens winger, Regan Grace. I believe Regan Grace will be top try scorer. He will get plenty of ball from the likes of Johnny Lomax, the likes of Jack Wellesby. I think Regan Grace is going to score a lot of tries this year, and I believe he will be the top try scorer. And I'll make another prediction while I'm at it. Regan Grace will be top try scorer. He will score 22 tries in 2022. That's my prediction for the top try scorer for 2022. Now, top point scorer. My prediction for top point scorer in 2022 in the Super League. I'm going to go with Lachlan Coote. I think Lachlan Coote going into that whole Kingston Rovers team, he'll be goal kicking. I think Hull KR have plenty of points in them. I believe they'll have a lot of attack in them like they did last year. Defensively, they'll be a bit more serious at the back end of the year, but Hull KR is a team I can see scoring a lot of points this year. So I reckon Lachlan Coote will score a few tries and he'll goal kick as well. So I'm going Lachlan Coote, top point scorer in 2022. Now, let's go to my team of the year prediction, and then we'll go to my Challenge Cup prediction and then the grand final prediction. So, Nick from Australia's Super League 2022 team of the year prediction. So 1 through to 13. Fullback of the year prediction, I'm going with Jake Connor. Wingers of the year, I'm going with Regan Grace from St. Helens, and I'm going with Tom Johnson from Wakefield. In the centres, I'm going with the Leeds Rhinos centre, Harry Newman, and I'm going with the Warrington Wolves centre, Peter Matautia. 5'8", I'm going with the St. Helens 5'8", Johnny Lomax. Halfback of the year, I'm going with the Warrington Wolves, George Williams. The front row, I'm going with St. Helens front rower, Alex Wormsley. And I'm also going with the Leeds Rhinos front rower, Matt Pryor. Hooker, I'm going with the Leeds Rhinos hooker, Cruz Lemming. I think he'll be hooker of the year. The second rowers of the year, I'm going with the Warrington Wolves back rower, Ben Curry. And I'm also going with the Leeds Rhinos back rower, Reece Martin. And my lock of the year, loose forward, I'm going with the whole FC, loose forward, Jordan Lane. That is my Super League team of the year prediction. So we'll see how many I get right for that. Warriors Animal Fanatics says Jake Connor for the Man of Steel. I agree. I'm with you on that one, bro. Now, my Challenge Cup prediction. So, Challenge Cup final, this is always tough because the Challenge Cup is unpredictable some years. I believe the Challenge Cup final in 2022 will be the Black and Whites Hull FC versus the Warrington Wolves. I believe they're going to get a Hull FC versus Warrington Wolves Challenge Cup final. And who I think will win the Challenge Cup in 2022? Well, they choke every year. I believe in 2022, the Warrington Wolves will win the Challenge Cup. They will beat Hull FC in the Challenge Cup final. That's my prediction for that one there for the Challenge Cup. And the big one. Let me get a mouthful of this nice Coca-Cola and I'll get to the big one. All right. My 2022 Super League Grand Final prediction. Here we go. My 2022 Super League Grand Final prediction. Nick from Australia is predicting St. Helens versus Leeds in the 2022 Super League Grand Final. And in my opinion, the 2022 Super League Grand Final winners, my prediction to win the Super League in 2022 will be the Leeds Rhinos. Leeds are going to win the Super League in 2022. That is my prediction. I believe Leeds are going to do it this year. St. Helens have won the last 3 grand finals. Mentally, it's going to be very interesting to see how St. Helens approach this year. It's their 4th year potentially going to another grand final. I believe they'll get there, but I believe Leeds are hungry. Blake Goss and Aiden Caesar want to do something in England. In the NRL, they were good, but they weren't the best in the NRL. And I believe Austin and Caesar, with the band back together from Canberra back in 2016, Austin and Caesar back together. I believe Leeds have got the right balance. Austin, Caesar, Cruz Leeming, Reece Martin. I believe Leeds can do it. Richard Agar is a great coach. So, in my opinion, the Leeds Rhinos will win the 2022 Super League. If you guys like to have a bet on that, that is currently paying $10 on the odds. So if you chuck $10 on Leeds to win the Super League, you'll get yourself $100 at the end of the year. So I'm going with the Leeds versus St. Helens grand final. Now, I'll run through my predictions real quick in case you missed it. So my ladder prediction: first St. Helens, second Warrington, third Catalans, fourth Leeds, fifth Hull FC, sixth Hull KR. That's my top six. That's the finals. Seventh, I've got Huddersfield. Eighth, I've got Wigan. Ninth, I've got Salford. 10th, I've got Casper. 11th, I've got Wakefield. 12th, I've got Toulouse. Man of Steel prediction is Jake Connor. Top try score prediction is Regan Grace. Top point scorer is Lachlan Coote. Challenge Cup final prediction: Hull FC versus Warrington, with Warrington winning the Challenge Cup this year. Grand final prediction: St. Helens versus Leeds. Leeds to win the 2022 Super League Grand Final. And team of the year, fullback, I went with Jake Connor. Wingers, Regan Grace and Tom Johnson. Centers, Harry Newman and Peter Mataudia. The halves, Johnny Lomax and George Williams. Front row of Alex Walmsley and Matt Pry. Hooker is Cruz Leeming. Back row, Matt is Ben Curry, Reece Martin at loose forward, Jordan Lane. But guys, that is the Nick from Australia 2022 Super League predictions. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all the viewers over in the UK that are watching this, thank you for watching. And to everyone that's watching this in Australia or in New Zealand or Tonga or England or wherever the hell you are in the world, thank you for watching tonight's live stream. I really appreciate your time. But guys, I am getting the hell out of here. I hope you all have a phenomenal night. And hang on, the music's playing up. Guys, I'm getting out of it. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's live stream. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe. Leave your predictions in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Come on, the Super League!